Shocking twist. Authorities plan to bring Yang Lanlan back to China in secret? A shocking revelation has emerged from commentator Lao Deng. Zhao Leji, a member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CCP Central Committee and chairman of the National People's Congress, is currently visiting Australia. According to multiple sources obtained by Lao Deng, Zhao's main purpose on this trip is to bring back Xi Jinping's hidden daughter, Yang Lanlan. Lao Deng revealed that the Yang Lanlan case has become a major issue between China and Australia, and Zhao Leji's involvement is aimed at resolving it. After missing 4 consecutive court hearings, if this latest information proves true, Yang Lanlan will certainly not appear at the next hearing, scheduled for January 30, 2026. Rumors are circulating that Yang Lanlan paid 500,000 Australian dollars, about $325,000 US, to the well-known Australian attorney John Corn. If this information is accurate, it sends a chilling message to the world that wealth and power can bend justice even in a nation built on the rule of law, like Australia. It also reinforces the belief in Yang Lanlan's extraordinary background, for if she were not the daughter of a national leader, such a settlement would be unthinkable. I hope that all of us, especially viewers in Australia, will keep a close eye on how this case unfolds. Before we move on, I just want to share something real quick. YouTube hasn't been recommending our channel much lately, so if you've made it this far, drop this icon in the comments. It really helps us beat the algorithm. You can also find it in the description below if you want to copy it easily. Together, we can get past the censorship and let more people see the truth. Up next are the latest exclusive updates from commentator Li Muyang on the Yu Menglong case. The truth behind the failure to file the Yu Menglong case. A longtime Beijing resident, whose family members serve inside China's public security and judicial system, reached out to commentator Li with a stunning revelation. Under Beijing's strict criminal investigation protocols, it is impossible for an ordinary person's murder to be covered up. Current regulations demand a 100% case-solving rate, and any unsolved case brings relentless pressure from higher authorities, even jeopardizing an officer's career. The source explained that only cases tied to the CCP's top leadership can be suppressed, especially in Beijing, where factional infighting among elites has reached its peak. In such a climate, anyone daring to conceal a case risks becoming a political target. Even the so-called red second and third generations, which refers to descendants of revolutionary leaders, now tread carefully, refusing to take sides. According to The Insider, to kill a celebrity or public figure and still avoid investigation, 2 conditions must be met. First, the perpetrators must have connections to the party's highest echelons. Second, the death must be staged as an accident, often by tampering with safety gear or engineering a fall. He urged Li to examine whether Yu Menglong's death involved such manipulation, a failed staged accident, followed by a fatal push. In earlier programs, we've reported that during filming, Yu Menglong's safety harness snapped, causing him to fall from the 3rd floor and sustain serious injuries. The source also referenced the notorious Beijing murder case in Beijing as a precedent. The actress was killed by her husband, Zhou Chenghai, after allegedly having an affair with her fitness coach and swindling him out of more than 9 million yuan. Numerous witnesses from Beta Qingniao Jim claimed to know the real story, but the case was tightly controlled to shape public perception. By drawing this parallel, the informant warned that some with hidden agendas might distort the Yu Menglong story, labeling investigators as rumor-mongers to protect powerful interests. Commentator Li Muyang acknowledged the credibility of this insider's testimony, calling it a crucial clue that exposes the true nature of the suppression surrounding Yu's death. According to the insider's account, the facts are stark. The Yu Menglong case has never been formally registered as a criminal investigation, and Chaoyang police in Beijing have issued no public statement, despite enormous public scrutiny. With over 27 million fans and more than 60 billion global views following the story, all information remains censored and blocked. The only logical explanation is direct interference from the CCP's top leadership. 8 descendants of top CCP officials named as masterminds. Mingze planned a major counterattack? Now, let's move to the second key piece of information. Since the beginning of this case, several psychics and spiritual sensitives have claimed that they could communicate with Yu Menglong's spirit. We understand that such information may be difficult for many viewers to accept, so we always remind our audience, please approach all information related to psychics with an open mind. And if you don't believe it, simply take it as a story. Alright, next came another letter sent to commentator Li Muyang. The writer was said to possess what's described as spiritual sensitivity, a kind of mediumistic ability. However, he never referred to himself as a medium. According to Li, this person always wrote in traditional Chinese characters, and his tone was gentle and composed, very much like the way people from Taiwan speak. The first email, titled Inside Information on the Yu Menglong Incident, was sent on November 21st. It contained a list of 8 names: Ye Hong, Wang Jingyang, Mingze, Zhang Lanlan, Bo Guagua, Deng Zhuodi, Zhang Zicheng, and Wang Jingjun. The writer claimed that these 8 individuals were the masterminds behind Yu Menglong's case, representing a power struggle among the CCP's second and third generation elites. Based on commentator Li Muyang's own investigation, Ye Hong is the grandson of former CCP leader Ye Jianying and the son of Ye Xuanning, Ye Jianying's second son. Wang Jingyang is the ex-husband of Ye Jingzi, daughter of Ye Xuanning, and the eldest grandson of former PLA General Wang Zhen, son of Wang Bin. Mingze is Xi Jinping's daughter and granddaughter of Xi Zhongshun. Zhang Yan'an is also a granddaughter of Xi Zhongshun, born to Qi Qiao, Xi Jinping's elder sister, and her ex-husband Zhang Chu, making Zhang Yan'an Xi Jinping's grandniece. Bo Guagua is the grandson of Bo Yibo, and the son of Bo Xilai and Gu Kailai. Deng Zhuodi is Deng Xiaoping's only grandson, the son of Deng Zhifang, Deng Xiaoping's second son. Jiang Qicheng, also known as Alvin Jiang, is the grandson of Jiang Zemin and the son of Jiang Mianheng, Jiang's eldest son. Regarding Wang Jingjun, commentator Li noted that he could not find reliable records, but Wang Jun, son of Wang Zhen, has a daughter named Wang Jingjing. It remains unclear whether Wang Jingjun and Wang Jingjing are actually the same person. If Wang Jingjun is indeed a descendant of Wang Zhen, then the Yu Menglong case involves 6 of the CCP's most powerful political families, those of Ye Jianying, Wang Zhen, Xi Zhongshun, Bo Yibo, Deng Xiaoping, and Jiang Zemin, all belonging to the highest ranks of China's political aristocracy. Within these 6 families, the Ye family is said to have shown kindness toward the Xi family. After the Cultural Revolution, Ye Jianying personally pushed for Xi Zhongshun's rehabilitation, and later, the two arranged political futures for each other's sons. As a senior figure among the second Red generation, Ye Xuanning strongly supported Xi Jinping, first helping him rise to power, then backing him during the anti-corruption campaign. However, the other 4 families, Wang, Bo, Deng, and Jiang, were said to be deeply dissatisfied with Xi Jinping, even harboring hatred and resentment toward him. After Xi took power, his anti-corruption and tiger hunting campaigns caused enormous financial and political losses to these families. Their share of the cake was frozen solid. Thus, these 4 families are considered Xi's rival factions. Wang Zhen, Bo Yibo, and Deng Xiaoping were longtime partners among the CCP's revolutionary elders, and their descendants have remained closely connected. Yet their families have never gotten along with the Xi family. The hostility between their elders dates back decades. After Xi consolidated his power, the Wang, Bo, and Deng families became the core anti-Xi faction within the party's princeling class. As for the Jiang family, their conflict with Xi is also long-standing. During Xi's first 5 years in power, his anti-corruption campaign mainly targeted officials loyal to Jiang's faction, almost turning Jiang Zemin into a tailless dog. Xi showed no mercy toward the Jiang clan, forcing Jiang's sons, Jiang Mianheng and Jiang Miankang, to relinquish their profits, and pushing Jiang's grandson Jiang Zicheng, Alvin Zhang to relocate Boyu capital to Singapore. From this, one conclusion becomes clear. If these 8 individuals truly were the masterminds behind Yu Menglong's death, then the descendants of China's ruling families are engaged in an intense internal power struggle, possibly with the Wangbodengjiang faction targeting Xi Jinping, while Xi's descendants, Xi Mingze and Zhang Lanlan, strike back. Which side the Ye family ultimately supports remains uncertain. However, these powerful heirs did not personally kill Yu Menglong. They didn't need to. They merely gave the order, and others carried it out. Surrounded by bodyguards and hired killers, they could easily act through intermediaries. According to the friend's email, it was these bodyguards, the real assassins, who threw Yu Menglong off the building, with 6 men allegedly involved. The friend wrote, "In today's AI-driven world, don't focus on the names on the surface. Anyone publicly named is just a pawn." He stressed that he was not defending anyone, saying, "After all, staying alive is more important than anything." He also explained why so many celebrities remain silent, noting that the public suspect lists are merely decoys meant to divert attention. Those people have already taken the money and gone into hiding, saving their own lives. So why did the power struggle among these 6 elite families lead to Yu Menglong's death? Why did they want him dead? The friend's email offered a clear explanation. Yu Menglong indeed possessed evidence that posed a serious threat to the CCP's top leadership. He originally intended to keep it for self-protection, not to expose it. But once they learned he had something that could threaten them, their reaction was inevitable. The friend also claimed that Xi Mingze planned to use Yu Menglong's evidence for money laundering and power expansion. He continued, "At the time, those publicly named were in the living room, surrounded by their bodyguards. Menglong was in another room. It was the bodyguards who pushed him off the building. The ones named publicly and the actual killers were not the same people." The friend further recounted that during his first spiritual communication with Yu Menglong's spirit, he pressed Yu to reveal who was truly responsible. Yu's spirit only gave 3 key words: Xi Jinping, the Zhao family, and Hong's army. The friend said he knew who Xi Jinping was, but had no idea what the Zhao family or Hong's army referred to. He spent a week researching online and discovered that these were coded references to particular power groups within the CCP. Later, he sought answers from the chief of the Ghost Messengers, a figure comparable to the King of Hell, and that was when he received the first name list he later sent to Li Muyang. When asked whether Yu Menglong had been sacrificed, the ghost official reportedly replied, "Don't overthink it. The sacrifice theory was born from the 3rd generation's power struggle, a media narrative deliberately directed to shift blame toward Xi Jinping's faction." The email also revealed that Yu told his friend about a USB drive. Yu said, "I do possess some evidence, but I didn't swallow the USB drive. I just don't understand why they had to throw me down twice." After reading the emails, commentator Li Muyang wanted to learn more, especially a timeline of Yu's torture and death, but the friend refused to elaborate, saying he could only share the truth of the present moment. He also warned that the Yu Menglong case is destined to end with no killer and no truth. In short, the friend's emails could not be independently verified, but given the massive impact of the case and the repeated censorship, it is clear that a powerful force is working behind the scenes to suppress the truth. Inside China, those who have tried to speak up for Yu Menglong have been repeatedly summoned by authorities for interrogation. As the email above said, we also foresaw from the very beginning that the Yu Menglong case might never reveal the truth. But even so, we must continue to speak out. People inside China should keep calling and writing letters, while those outside must maintain global attention and keep pushing international petitions. As of now, the Justice for Yu Menglong global petition has surpassed 700,000 signatures, and we hope all viewers will keep sharing and help push that number even higher. We always include the link in the description below the video so that viewers can easily click on it. Thank you, everyone. Alright, let's wrap up today's episode here. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And don't forget to drop this icon in the comments to help us beat the YouTube algorithm. If you found this analysis valuable, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching. See you next time.